Hello Libra, and welcome to your monthly reading for February. This is Moon Magic Tarot and I am Ambi. I'm using a new deck this week, which I really love. It is called The Tarot of the Trees by Dana Driscoll. I think they're fantastic. Let me know what you think of the cards, since I do these for you, not so much for me. And if you still like these ones, I'll keep using them, because I totally love them. If not, I can use the other ones too. It don't matter to me. But anyways, we're doing the monthly today. And what we're going to do is pull one card, that one that jumped out, for the overall energy of the month for you Libras. That's one for the first week, one for the second week. And then we need, well, that one wants to be there, third week, and then we need one more for the fourth week. Alright, let's see how we're doing for this month there, Libra. This one is coming up an awful lot in these monthlies. The Eight of Swords. Wow. So is this one. Alright, so the Eight of Swords, this looks like overall in the month you might be having issues with your self-esteem, might not be super happy with things about you, which sucks, and I hate to hear that, because you're fantastic, Libra. Like, there's no reason, I like preaching to the choir, like, there's no reason to feel that way, because you're awesome, and what you are awesome, and you're uniquely you, and the things that you don't like about you, somebody will love about you. That's just the truth of it. But it's hard sometimes. Sometimes you don't really like the way you look, or the way you sound, or the things you make, or the way you think, or the way you, whatever, look, or I probably already said that. You know, whatever. It's okay. It's okay. I think the chances are, we start with the first week has the Five of Wands. There's probably a pretty good chance that this first week has something to do with why you're a little more prone to being self-doubty. Five of Wands is about quarreling. I don't know if you can tell, like, those trees are fighting. You can kind of see, look, they're fighting each other. Kind of like a battle of the trees. The Five of Wands, there's quarreling. There can be confusion related to this card, because it does, a lot of the times it's not like one-on-one battle, so there's like a lot of things getting caught in the mix. But it is conflict, fighting, quarreling. There can be competition, you know, trying to be right. And I don't think you're in the wrong here. I just think it struck a nerve in you. So something zinged an open wound, and that's, I think, really why the rest of the month has this undertone, and I think it's coupled by this. It just kind of keeps giving you reason to go like, oh yeah, it is because I'm, you know, fundamentally flawed, or whatever thought it is that you have in your head. I know that's, like, fundamentally flawed is where I go in my head when things get hard. You know, you just think you're broken, and I think that you might feel that way through this, on and off through this month. It's not all that way, because you do have some really good cards. It's like a hard week, a great week, a hard week, a great week. And I guess that's beautifully representing the flow in which the universe moves us through. And it's a good chance that you're, the faster you move through the cycles, it seems to me the faster you're learning the lessons and capable of moving forward, okay? So, get those out of the way. So it looks like, yeah, this is temporary, and I don't think it's, like, devastating. I don't think it's gonna have, like, life impacts in the long run. It's just, it zings your ego and your mind, your emotional self a bit, but you move on. So you get the second week is the Emperor. That big Emperor tree. He's proud. This is strength, financial gains, achievement materially, victory, triumph. It's moving forward. It's having worked hard to get where you are and successfully maneuvering all the obstacles. And so I think, although this was an ouchie, it wasn't fun, and it left a nick in your soul, you get into the next week, and I think you've learned from it. You've taken this and you brought it in, and you might have let it spin out of control where you get those negative spirals, but then you caught it and you recalibrated your life, or maybe not on the life level, but like there was some way you were speaking that was hindering your progress, or like detrimental to relationships, or maybe it was motivation. So somebody jumped on you because you haven't been exhibiting the level of motivation they thought you needed to, and so now you flip it on, like, oh, you're right, like, woe is me, and maybe I wasn't working hard enough, and you're right, I'm lazy, and blah blah blah, and you start beating yourself up for it, and then you just go like, I'm not lazy, I have what it takes, and I'm strong enough. And that's good, that's great. That's how you want to handle conflict. If it hits a thing in you, assess the situation, learn from it, because there's some truth to it usually, if it hits you hard, and utilize that for growth. And I think you're doing great with that. The third week you have the Three of Swords, and this isn't the greatest card to have show up in a reading, because this is more painful than the Five of Wands. Looks like you're going to have another bout of quarreling. This is on a heartfelt level though, so this is a lot of the time in relation to like romantic relationships or family. Somebody that you love hurts you in some way. It could be a loss, it could be the ending of a relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean permanent. There are times where this does represent that people are at a great distance. So somebody that's important to you is traveling for business, or moved across the country, or, did different things to where they're not right there. So it doesn't necessarily mean like an ending of the relationship 100% of the time. And again, this is very general. It's a general reading. But it can be as just separated by space, not so much in connection. But I think this kind of re-triggers this place in you a bit. I think you use it for motivation. I don't know what you do for work, Libra, but I really feel like somehow these two conflicts are fueling something that you're working for. Like whatever it is, like you had this and now you went and you worked hard at whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is. Because it doesn't specify between these two. Like it could be something creative. Libras, I'm not sure what kind of work Libras typically do. I don't know if that matters, but I think you're using these hurts to really fuel your progress in a career, and I think this is all related. I don't think it just arbitrarily shows up that you get a good message coming through in relation to work. About creative endeavors, work, passion, action you put forth, your career, some kind of inspiration that you had, something exciting. I don't think it's a fluke that just shows up. So I really think you're using these bits of turmoil to fuel your fire in relation to something you're pursuing, and on and off again pretty severely. I think maybe it lacked before, because I'm really now I'm really strongly feeling like this is somebody called you out on not working so diligently towards your goal. Maybe they were helping you somehow and they needed you to show effort, or whatever the case may be. But by the end of the week, you get word that something good's coming through. There's some kind of good news in relation to your work, and it's a pretty high note to end the month on, I think. So, yeah, I can relate to the Eight of Swords a lot. Sometimes it is hard to negotiate when you do feel down on yourself, but I think you have what it takes, and you're inspired to move, to take that down depressive energy and put it into something that is, I think it's going to pay off for you, you know. So please do keep going with whatever it is that you're channeling this angst or this hurt, this self-doubt into. Like, just keep going, man. It's awesome. So anyways, you have a beautiful month, and if you feel inspired to, please do rate my video. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want. Comment. I'd love to hear from you, see what you think, or how you're doing, or what's going on. Like, I think it'd be cool to get to know those of you who are actually watching my videos. And if you want to see more of my videos in the future, do subscribe, and it'll let you know when I do post new videos, which I do weekly, and then I'll do the monthlies, and then we'll see about yearlies again as we come around. I do have yearlies up if you're curious. Sorry about all the ums. I'm working on that too. Look at me go. Yeah. I'm really tired. Have a beautiful month, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye now. And much love to you.